What's going on, Bond Forge family? Today we're not working on a BMW. Today we're working on my wife's car. She wanted me to change her front brakes, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's throw it up on the channel. Some people might get use out of this. So to get started, I do like NRS. They're pretty quiet, so we're going to use these brake pads. You may need a breaker bar potentially, but not necessarily. A flathead screwdriver, the ceramic Permatex brake parts lubricant, my favorite. A piston, brake piston tool. I'll put links for all this stuff. You'll need a 21 here and a 17. I recommend also a chock, so when you lift the car up, this is good for safety, and some shop rags to do a little bit of cleaning. So let's get started. Oh yeah, so when I lift the car, I like to use this little guy right here, a little jack stand, just for extra safety. So the chock, the jack stand, always extra safety. You don't want this car to fall on you. I also like to put the wheel underneath here, again, just in case. Definitely overdoing it here, but hey, you never know. Might as well be a little extra safe. All right, so the first step, you want to go ahead and find this little brake reservoir, take the cap off, and just leave it right there. When you push the pistons back in with the tool, this may rise a little bit, so this just makes it, opening up makes it that much easier to push in the pistons. That's it. So there are two screws you need to take out. One of them is right here with a 17. The other one is right at the bottom right here with a 17. That's basically it to take the caliper out. And it was really hard to take them, to loosen them up. It looks like the last person who installed them put them on way too tight. So I did have to figure out how to break them loose. So this top one, I did it this way. I put it like this, and that gave me enough leverage to push it up and break it open, break it loose. This bottom one, I had to put it like this, and then I just yanked it this way and broke it loose. So now we can go ahead and proceed to take them out. By the way, I have an extension on there, but when I broke them loose, I had it like this. You get more leverage that way. But for just loosening, taking them out, I like the extension myself. It's up to you. You don't need that. I like to just leave it basically completely unscrewed but still in, just to hold it in case when I take this one out, so it basically so it doesn't fall off. Now the screws are different. The bottom one is slightly shorter, so take note of that. Make sure you put them back in the right order. Let's see here. So this is the top one. See how it's just slightly taller. Not a big difference, but enough where it makes a difference when you put it back. It's also, I just noticed, top one's also thicker, so I guess they made it foolproof, so you can't put the thick one in the bottom one, I assume. Yeah, it won't work. Okay, so that's good, but anyways, just in case. So now you want to get this out of the way. Just want to kind of place it up here for now. Right there is fine, just like that. It's good for now. Now this part, basically, you just gotta take these little suckers out. I like using a flathead to pop it out. Just like that. And notice the little clips. So you gotta make sure you put them in the right way. So the first thing you wanna do is pop it out and then clean on the inside and then grease it up. I always like to figure out which one's the one that goes here first before I take it out, just because. This is the one. All right, so this is the one that goes right there. Let's go ahead and take the sucker out. Now I just like to clean it up with a shop rag. And now use your brake part lubricant. Don't put a ton, just a little is enough. And make sure you don't get the rotor. If you get the rotor, then you just wipe it down. There you go. There you go. I got a little bit on the rotor there. No big deal. There you go. Fantastic. Now the top one, gotta find the matching one, which is this one. Matches perfect. Same steps, clean it up. There you go. That's it for that one. Now I gotta do the back ones. It's a little dark back there even though it's light out, so I'm gonna use a little flashlight, magnetic flashlight, so I can see a little better back there. Let's find the one that matches. And that's the one. Perfect. Clean it up. Lube it up. Pop it in. Put a little extra lube there by accident. Let me clean that off. There you go. And now the last clip. Clean it up. Lube it up. Now you can go ahead and pop in your calipers. Put these suckers on. I like to pop one in first, like that. The little groove or the little piece sticks into that groove right there. And then line it up and push in the bottom one, just like that. Easy peasy. Same thing on the other side. Now you gotta lube the front or the back side, I guess, of the calipers on both sides, like so. Okay, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to mention one little clip. This goes on the side of the pistons at the bottom. So right over here. Let's take this sucker back out. This little clip has to go on the side of the pistons over here and right at the top. So just like this, it just kind of clips right in there like that. Pretty easy. And then you just pop it back in. That's it. So that is in there. Now you want to use your brake piston tool, brake piston caliper tool. You want to use your old brake to kind of put it right there like so. Now you'll see. And you put this little sucker right in here. I guess you got to unscrew it first to give it some space. Just like that. And now you just screw it all the way in until they're flat, until the pistons are flat. Now you just take this off, take your old brake pad out. Now they're in there nice and flat. Now you can just slip it right back on, like so. Should be easy. Just make sure you align the little rubber thingies up here. These little guys. Might be easier with this. There you go. They are aligned. Now the next step is to clean the old screws and put some fresh lube on there. Let's see, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean it with a shop rag. This is the short one, so it goes on the bottom. Now we'll do the same to the top one. That's it. That's it. Nice and tight. And that's it. This is the end. So now we're just gonna go ahead and pop our wheels back on, and that's it. Please subscribe and like the video and share it with anybody who has a Mazda CX-5. Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys.